How are we doing there, guys? So today I'm going to be taking a quick personal review over FIFA 19 for the Nintendo Switch. FIFA is a franchise I've probably picked up bar one, I think, for the last 9-10 years across multiple consoles: Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PS4, Xbox One, now the Nintendo Switch. I also picked up FIFA 18 on the Switch last year. I really enjoyed FIFA 18. I thought it was great on the Switch. I thought for what they did with the game, what I was expecting, they did exceed my expectations, and now it comes to FIFA 19. Picked this up about a week ago. Honestly expecting quite a bit more than FIFA 18. They've had another year now. They kind of knew what they got from FIFA 18. They knew their audience. They knew where they could develop and exceed. With this review, I'll be mainly just looking at the online modes. Realistically, mainly just Ultimate Team. I really enjoy Ultimate Team. I think it's a really good game mode. I've enjoyed it ever since the first ever Ultimate Team came out with the collections, which I thought was great, and they do need to bring back. So, FIFA 19 Switch. Personal opinion, I think it's great. I do enjoy it, and I would pick it up, but unless you're a massive FIFA fan, I think you'll be left a little disappointed. For me, the thing that disappoints me the most already, and bearing in mind we're only 3 weeks in at this point, I've only had it for about 8 days, I believe. I think the thing that disappoints me the most is the content that's missing. I wasn't really even that upset about the division rivals, the game mode where you can continuously work towards the weekly goals and get extra packs that aren't available on Switch. I kind of knew from the start that that wasn't going to be available there. But then the SBCs come in, something that's majoritively a single player option with, you know, the realistic chance that you're probably going to need to pick up people from the transfer market. There's your online playability, sure. But we're now finding ourselves, again, 3 weeks in, and unable to continue to do the same SBCs that are on PlayStation and Xbox, and not having any solo content for us. So the likes of, I think it was Royce, Lallana had these upgrade cards that were like 86 overall, that you could swap cards for. They didn't appear, and I was like, right, that's odd. I'll let one slide. And then there was another SBC, which I think was just a pack reward, but again, that didn't turn up on Switch. And then yesterday, we've had two A-League players that you can rate. Now, I'm building a French team right now. I love the coloured cards. I think I'm a collector at heart, and I love the idea of being able to kind of pull all those different variations in rather than golds. Like, I would personally rather have a team that's filled up with loads of different coloured cards that was 84 rated overall than a team that was filled with rare gold cards that was 86. I just like the style of how they look. But yet again, we've not been able to do this. Now, I don't understand why. Purely because the Switch price was the same as the Xbox and PlayStation price. I get that, it's my choice to purchase that, that's fine. My issue with it is, these aren't game modes that are unavailable to the Switch. These game modes are purely single player modes that are available on the Switch from day one. So why aren't we hitting those content? That makes me feel a bit cheated by it. Like, these game prices for the Switch are still at the same prices that Xbox and PlayStation play, so why are we missing content? Visually, the game has improved. Has it improved much? No, not really. The Champions League graphics make the game look more sophisticated, look more Switch friendly, look more professional. But that's really it for the Switch. We're obviously not on the Frostbite engine, which I wouldn't expect, let's be honest. Does it do a great job in performing? Yes. I play my Switch solely in handheld mode. I don't ever dock it. That's how I like to play it. It does look great. But it's still a £50 game or $65 game, wherever you are. And it does feel a little, maybe a little off value for money. So if you're not a full FIFA player, you are going to feel a little bit cheated by this. Either wait for it to kind of drop in price, or if you have vouchers or birthday money, then yeah, sure, pick it up. But it is a little kind of clumsy a lot of the times when it comes to gameplay. The players, when they have the ball, especially when you're creating passes, the passing system seems to be very off on the Switch. Like, through balls passing, the ball will pinball. Like, if your man is not in, or even if he is in, like 30 yards of open space, the likelihood is it's going to come off a defender. Sometimes to your advantage, a lot of times not to your advantage. The goals, I would say in the last, 20 games that I've played, I would say 80% of these goals come from crosses. They're pinged in from the side, and then you're 1 in 3 likelihood to stick a head on it. It's as simple as that. Up front at the minute, I have Lacazette and Giroud, both really strong headers of the ball when it comes to it. And yeah, it's really, really strong. I built a French team. I'm really, really happy with it, but it does feel a little easy to score. One more thing to mention is, if you like playing the draft, which I do, I think is a great gameplay, great game mode, sorry, and I think it's quite focused on that collective aspect again, which I like, being able to pull apart the best players, and to be honest with you, some of the players that you might never get to play with, or certainly some of the players I wouldn't choose to normally play with, which is quite nice. Again, this is I think the third time in 8 days, well, I've been playing seasons more, but the third time in 8 days in the draft where I've got to the final game, and yet again I'm waiting around for someone to get to that level, or for a connection. The connection's been fine, but I signed on to my Switch about, I'd say, 5 hours ago now, and I'm still yet to be able to pick up that final draft game. It's a little bit clumsy. Overall, my review of it, I think it's probably like an 8.2, 8.3 in my opinion. I think they've got some things to improve on it. I think they could correct a lot of them by the end of the season. I think if they were to push those SBCs in, they could have that sorted realistically. A lot of players would be more happy in the next 5 to 10 days if they could sort that. I think everyone else's opinion on it, and I think if you're picking it up and you're not the biggest fan in the world, and you're not the biggest sports fan in the world, I think most people will review it at about a 6, a 6.2. I think there is quite a bit of work still to do on it if you're not the most excited about FIFA. I'm looking forward to reviewing a few more games. I'm going to head back, pick up FIFA some more, play it, see if there's anything I've missed. I picked it up from Game UK. I tend to pick up my games in the city centre. I love the feel of a copy game. I'm really not overly keen on e-downloads, not because of prices or anything like that. Again, collector issues. I just like the box. Appreciate you checking this out. I imagine all 6 of you that watch this to the end will be feeling really proud of yourself, so I appreciate that. I'm at Switch News on Twitter if you fancy checking it out. Sure. Catch you soon. Thanks, guys.